I'm Jiangning, collecting bodies for the government in India. Tunnels, cemeteries, reservoirs, drowned, killed, hit by cars, wherever bodies are, there I am. I'm the only official forensic consultant. People here call me the corpse detective. 10 days ago, I got an anonymous newspaper letter. The letter was short, only 9 words. Help me find my daughter. Sender included over 70,000 cash as payment. I counted it. Total was 78,637, but the only clue was a girl's photo. I told my apprentice to file the letter and photo immediately. I collect 7 or 8 bodies daily. In homicide cases, I do autopsies, very tired. For the money, I plan to return it later, then give it back. But I never expected I'd meet the sender that way. That day, light rain outside. Sing from traffic police called. Said half an hour ago, bad accident on Seaside Avenue. Body crushed to pieces. Told me to quickly take the body away. Avoid traffic issues. After Singh confirmed traffic accident, I relaxed. In India, if not homicide, autopsy usually not done. Half an hour later, I arrived with my apprentice, Mi Li, asking for details. Based on crash site evidence, I drew a search area. Had Mi Li lead 3 officers to find victims' body parts. Driver fled the scene. Oddly, he took victim's car. Police now pursuing. Victim thrown from car. Found during rush hour. Body ran over, unrecognizable, blood smeared everywhere. Within an hour, parts collected. Arms, legs, head. Dorsal baggage separately. Rain continued, joined Singh's car. We chatted. Mealy ran to me in raincoat. She knocked urgently, holding something inside coat. Showed me a crumpled slip. I took the blood-stained paper, unfolded it carefully. Bank slip, with your name unreadable. Date blurred, withdrawn 10 days prior. Confused at first, rechecked amount. 78,637 yuan, balance 0. Exchanged look with Mi Li Li, approached the body bag. I just waved off Singh's curiosity. Said it was nothing. Only Miri Li and I knew this victim was badly crushed. He sent me an anonymous letter 10 days ago. My instincts told me this wasn't an accident, likely murder. But I won't interfere. Sent the body straight to HQ. This city has murky waters. Who knows who he angered? Don't want to cause trouble. Get myself in trouble. I thought it ended there. But the next morning, Singh called. The body bag and belongings vanished. I had the bodies. Losing one is a big deal. Means it's fines. I wasn't going to deal with it. But now I'll dig 3 feet underground. I'll damn well find him. Security saw nothing. Body vanished. Should have done the autopsy yesterday. Thief tampered with cameras. The body must be important. I told Singh, send victim's ID. Job, address, contacts. Send him that girl's photo too. Told him to investigate. After hanging up, I got the letter and photo. Girl in photo was about 15. So young. That blood-soaked withdrawal slip flashed in my mind. I felt mixed feelings. This father gave everything he had to find his daughter. I sensed Ji Xingren's death was tied to her disappearance. All India knew I collected bodies. I only found the dead. Seeing those 9 newspaper-cut bold characters, my heart lurched. Was he asking me to find his daughter's corpse? If so, he must have known she was murdered. Why didn't he come to me himself? What connected the driver to the dead man? Who stole the corpse? Staring at the girl's photo in crooked bold characters, I sensed an amazing secret hidden there. Whatever it is, I will uncover it. Right away, Singh shoots me the dead guy's file, plus the girl's info. Kinda blew my mind. 0 connection between them. Victim's name Zhu Zi, did 5 years for assault. After prison, drove for the Max group. Girl in the photo, I use her name, just turned 16. Raised by her pop since forever. Always been a good kid. Aced the exams, 3rd citywide. Landed a spot at Bombay University last month. Scrolling through Singh's intel, dawned on me. That corpse we found wasn't our letter sender. My eyes kept darting between the 2 photos. And then minus a sick thought hit me. Called Singh, told him to dig up the hit-and-run driver's file. Bingo, exactly what I figured. Driva's Bai Qingyuan, 51, can't read or write. 15 years back, wife left him cause he was broke, ran off with some other dude. Rails his daughter Bai Yu solo since then, made ends meet driving trucks for hire. Damn ATMs that threw us off track last night. Bai Qingyuan's our guy, the one who sent that letter 10 days back. Dude liquidated everything hunting for his kid. So why'd he ram some random guy? Why'd Zuzi's body vanish into thin air? Then why'd Bai hop into Zuzi's car to bolt? Why'd Zuzi's body vanish into thin air? And why'd Bai run off in Zuzi's car? All these clues totally tangled up. Everything's in a total mess. To untangle this knot, I need to see Bai Qingyuan. But when I got to the hospital, I heard he was already dead. Meanwhile, Sing calls me saying, Bompa University staff and classmates all claim they got her travel text 10 days ago. No way a sweet, responsible girl from a broke family would sneak off abroad without telling anyone. I had Vanna from forensics track Bai Yu's phone and check last night's morgue footage too. See if someone was messing with things. Also, gotta get answers from the dead guy. Cut Bai Qingyuan open. Cause dead bodies don't lie. Bingo. The second I sliced his belly open, found weird orange tar-like gunk in his stomach. Digging deeper into the autopsy, my scalpel cut through the large intestine, and a tiny pink USB drive slips out. I got someone to rush a laptop to the autopsy room pronto, then popped in the USB drive. There was an untitled folder created 3 days ago. Inside were two 20 MB audio files and a photo. I clicked open that pic first. All I saw was some barren patch of land, nothing else. But I sorta had a hunch what this photo was really about. I clicked the first audio file next. 5 seconds in, this middle-aged guy's voice comes through. Both audio clips played out. All the puzzle pieces finally clicked into place. Meanwhile, Mealy rushed over too. He brought me 2 pieces of intel. Bai Yu's phone was currently pinging in India. The surveillance hard drive got remotely wiped by hackers. Deep down inside, my gut feeling was confirmed. I replayed both audio tracks. Bai Qingyuan's voice washed over everyone in the room again.
Yo, officers, Bai Qingyuan here. If you're hearing this recording, I'm probably already gone. Doctor, John, hate that it had to go down this way. Bet you've got tons of questions. No sweat, just listen through. Everything will make sense after this. That day was my daughter Bai Yu's 16th birthday bash, and her college acceptance party too. Didn't want to embarrass my girl, so I skipped her celebration. Looking back now, major regrets. I'd ordered her this huge cake, but I waited forever at home that day. She never showed, couldn't reach her phone either. Started phoning everyone under the sun, teachers, classmates, and Yon. But everyone said my daughter got back a few hours ago. So I started checking the route she usually takes home. But sadly, no one saw my daughter. With no other choice, I went to the traffic cops. The CCTV shows that about 3 hours ago, on her way home walking, a young dude dragged her into a black sports car. The cop checking the footage said, "That guy is Ma Yunfei, the rich kid from Ma Group." I arrived at Ma Group immediately. After the commotion, the company worried about bad publicity. I finally met Ma Yunfei, but he denied ever seeing my daughter. I called the police at once, but when they took us to the traffic police station to check surveillance, the footage showed nothing at all. Even the officer who had previously checked surveillance for me said he saw nothing. I knew this person must have been bribed by Ma Yunfei. Without any evidence, Ma Yunfei simply swaggered away. He even taunted me right outside the station.
Old man, your daughter has an excellent physique. I'm going to enjoy it slowly.
I punched the beast twice on the spot. I wanted to kill him, but was pinned to the ground. No one believed me. They even locked me up. After being released, I plan to seek your help directly. Forensic Dr. Jiang, I believe you can help me find my daughter. But ever since returning from the traffic police station that day, Dademo Ma Yunfei actually sent me numerous bed photos of my daughter. In the photos, he treated her like livestock while tormenting her. Even more infuriatingly, he boasted that calling the police would be useless because he had money to make all evidence disappear instantly. After tiring of her, he would get rid of my daughter and bury her where the police will never find. Yunfei's words that day woke me up. He still fears leaving damning evidence in others' hands, so I decided to exploit this weakness, extract some valuable information from him. But I can't guarantee I can manage it alone. So yesterday, I pieced together this anonymous letter from newspaper clippings. It contains my daughter's photo and all my savings. I hope you, forensic investigator Jiang, can help me find my daughter, even if it's just her body. I've already decided what to do. Hopefully that bastard Ma Yunfei would take the bait.
Everyone inside held a heavy silence. A moment later, I played another audio file. Bai Qingyuan's voice sounded again.
Officers, I did it. Ma Yunfei has bitten the bait. Last night, Ma Yunfei texted me a photo of my daughter's dead body. He put a plastic bag over my daughter's head. She was smothered to death. He boasted they'd bury my girl with other girls somewhere. No one would ever think to look. I knew I couldn't take my Yunfei down myself. Cops couldn't touch him either. So I cooked up solid-looking evidence. This USB drive you're seeing right here. Late last night, I snapped a pic of the drive and sent it to Ma Yunfei. Fed him a story that it had my daughter's deathbed video message. He flipped out threatening me non-stop, demanding the drive. Knew he'd totally taken the bait. I loaded the drive with 2 recorded tapes. And the pic Ma sent me. The spot where he claimed they'd bury my girl. I'm begging forensic Dr. Jiang. Please help get my daughter's body back, so she can finally rest in peace. Please, sir.
Of recording, everyone in the room was fuming. But we all knew. This USB alone couldn't nail Ma Yunfei. We did piece together 2 things though. Why the corpse got snatched and why Bai Qingyuan got poisoned. They stole the body hunting for this USB drive. But they had no clue the body was Zhu Ci's. Bai Qingyuan poisoned himself because he knew that once he kicked the bucket, they'd probably cut him open for autopsy. That way we'd find this flash drive. After tech team scanned through tens of thousands of photos, we finally pinpointed that Big Lot's location. But the case hit a dead end. That land belongs to Mashi Corporation, which is 2 unverifiable audio clips. We couldn't exactly dig up a Ma Corp property for evidence. Plus, Ma Corp's got deep ties with higher-ups at customs. We had to get creative. After tailing him for days, I've got Ma Yunfei figured out. Ma Yunfei, 25 years old, spoiled brat son of Ma Corp's chairman, Ma Tai. Dad was never around growing up, so the kid seriously messed up in the head. Almost went down for multiple rape, but he dosed on his little sissy Ma Dongmei. So I'm gonna use Ma Dongmei to play him. So lazy, maybe? But right now if we want to find proof, this is the only play. 1 week later, inside the director's office, Yunfei Ma slams the table. Find my sister Dongmei Ma within 24 hours. After Ma Tai scolds him to calm down, he lowers his tone with the director. Whatever it takes, help me find her daughter. Cost doesn't matter. Right then, my phone rings. I answer and intentionally hit speaker. Milli's voice comes through. The suspect admitted killing Dongmei Ma during questioning. The body's buried in some wasteland. Millie texts the map pin. Yunfei stares at the location. He looks totally shaken. An hour later, we drive to the barren field. This is the spot forensics matched after reviewing thousands of photos. Millie and multiple detectives are already waiting. Police tape cordons off the area. Ma Tai immediately called his excavation crew. As digging starts, Yunfei rushes the excavator, desperately blocking them from digging. Ma Tai stays silent, suspicion flashing in his eyes. My gut drops. Ma Tai knows his son too well. Yunfei stopping the dig means he's hiding something dirty. I quickly signal Millie. She gets it instantly, handing me a bloody yellow school uniform. Seeing Dongmei's jacket, Ma Tai loses it. Then he waves the excavator forward. The construction crew started work, although Ma Yunfei was still blocking the way, but his tone felt kind of fishy, ya know? I just didn't overthink it back then. First I marked 2 spots at the scene, then signaled the digger to start scooping. 30 minutes later, that barren patch had 2 big pits. I motioned for the digger to stop, then had Millie and some cops dig manually with shovels. About 10 minutes in, they hit 3 female bodies buried underneath. The corpses were already badly decomposed, obviously been in the ground forever. And in another pit nearby, they found another body too. Dude had hands and feet tied up tight, but he hadn't rotten much. A white plastic bag covered the head. Pretty gruesome way to go. Judging by lividity, dead maybe a couple weeks tops. Knew right then, this was the daughter Bai Qingyuan commissioned me to find, Bai Yu. We hauled Ma Yunfei's ass to the station on first-degree murder charges. As for Ma Dongmei's so-called disappearance murder, total bullcrap. I set the whole thing up. Later, I had a buddy from the streets cut her loose. When Old Man Mei saw his daughter was unharmed, he backed off, but kept leaning on us with his connections. Demanding we clear his son Yunfei's name ASAP. During Yunfei's interrogation, this dude straight up denied everything. He kept yapping about being innocent, and swore he didn't know Bai Qingyuan, Bai Yu, Zhu Ci, or the 3 other victims at all. 10 days later, DNA results came back. Mind-blowing twist, evidence from the girls' bodies and semen stains from Bai Yu didn't match Yunfei's DNA, meaning dude was clean. Then I remembered Bai Qingyuan's recording.
He's rich, makes evidence vanish like magic.
Wana would never fake test results. Only explanation, Yunfei destroyed evidence before attacking those girls. Boom, same day results dropped. Some middle-aged dude waltzed in confessing. Said hey, he killed Bai Yu and the 3 girls, and swiped the body too. His DNA matched all 4 victims perfectly. Later, following his tip, we dug up Zhu Zi's corpse. We all knew Yunfei was the real puppet master. The confessor was just his fall guy. But we were screwed, had to watch that demon strut out of the station scot-free. 1 month later, out of nowhere, I got this video call from a spoof number. When I picked up, some kid in a clown getup pops on screen. Guy used a voice changer, totally unrecognizable, but I knew right away, my Yunfei. Dude actually complimented me for using my sis to set up the scheme to find the corpse. Crafty move, he says. Wanted to play another game. Then he pans to this chick knocked out cold on the floor. Gave me a 7-hour window to track her down. Or she gets snuffed out, slow and painful. I was trying to stall for time, while texting Millet to scope out Mara Yunfei's spot. But next thing, a familiar text alert pinged from the vid. My eyes bugged out. A bad vibe hit me hard. My Yunfei was cackling like a maniac in the clip, bragging he'd bagged a killer sidekick. Right then, he swung the cam off to one side, and bam, Millet's mug popped up on screen. I couldn't believe my peepers, shouting at Millet, "What the heck is this?" Millet just stared down silent, while Ma Yunfei butted in screaming, cash rules." Out of nowhere, Ma Yunfei's voice cut off. The screen went all jittery. Then a blood-curdling howl ripped through. A sec later, blood was gushing everywhere on the floor. A week later, in the slammer, I'm eyeing Millet's gaunt face. My heart was totally breaking for him, but Millet was grinning like it's no biggie. That day, Millet and I chewed the fat for ages. On my way over, I kept hyping myself up. Don't you dare cry, but I totally lost it. Pulled my eyes out right in front of him. Millet was trying to cheer me up non-stop, but then she started bawling too. I knew he was freaked out. Hell, he's just a kid. She was only 21 back then. Cause after Matai heard her boy got his throat slit, she lawyered up with a Top Gun. Even though we busted our butts, Millet still got the death penalty slapped on him, and just went for it right away. We appealed, but the court shut us down every time. Kept the original ruling. Half a year later, I quit my gig as a forensic consultant, but I'm still picking up bodies for the cops. Only now, besides picking up bodies, I've added a new hustle, helping out for free to find those kids who vanish off the radar, all weird and sudden. So far, I've managed to track down 6 girls who got snatched and tricked. Of course, this is something I'll keep grinding on, not just for me but for Millie too.